Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been...
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill in this one, Kyle Leahy. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today. Man, first pitch of the day, and the zone's already tight. Ball.
Now one missed. .3-0 down. And there's the automatic. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Ohtani back in. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Here's Judge now. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Outside low, ball 1. Sliced hard but foul. The 1-1. High fly ball, right field. Walker gets under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with 1 away. Here's the Pirates lineup now. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Ketel Marte.
And Boog, he brings a big bat to this lineup. He's on pace to hit more than 40 home runs this year. And that's a guy where it's more than a couple of games without a dinger. Guys are wondering what's going on. You're so used to seeing him around the bases. You put a guy like this in the middle of the lineup and just put it on autopilot. Big-time hitter, always a ton of fun to watch.
Cal Raleigh, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, 1 out. Close, but called a ball. 2-1.
Well, this is such a tough offense. That pitcher needs those pitches called for strikes. You don't want to give these hitters any more advantage. They're already bruisers.
And that is downstairs. Ball 3.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations. And right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Gets him to chase after that one. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it. Runner tags from third. To the plate. Save. On the board first, it's 1-0.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Now at the plate, Munetaka Murakami.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Inside just missed.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in. Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. In the air, left field. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. One run across, coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they take a 3-run lead. So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's Ketel Marte. Looking to rebound today. He was 0 for 4 last night. Out towards right center field. Church on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Back here in St. Louis. And on the mound for the Pirates, Tatsuya Imai. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
To the right side, Murakami. He steps on the bag. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. And a big factor for them in recent games, J.J. Weatherholt.
Definitely home cooking for him, Boog. Batting better than .350 here at his home ballpark this season. I mean, a lot of that comes from sleeping in your own bed, having a regular routine, grabbing your favorite meal before you head to the ballpark, all the ins and outs of this place, this city. He's lighting it up, and the home fans, they've been loving it too.
Jordan Walker, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. The count 2-1. Now 1 missed.
Here we go, Jordan.
And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Three-two. Swings and misses. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
2 down, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. Two down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Come on, Alec.
The 0-2. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Had to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So, man aboard, Pete Alonso now at the plate. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. And first offering is fouled off.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Got him swinging. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at Busch Stadium. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Eric Summerskill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
In the air, right field. Walker settles under it. And there's one away.
Batting none, the third baseman, number 7,
Kazuma Okamoto, the next Pirate to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Okamoto, in his rookie season, 29 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. That one close, ruled a ball. And now 3-0. Fastball for a strike. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One out, runner at second. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
This guy's been red hot at the plate coming in, Boog. Hasn't gotten it done yet today, but plenty of ABs left in this one.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Ball 1.
Swing and a pop-up. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. In the dirt. 1 out and a runner at second. Here at the top of the second. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Let's go, Kyle.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's one of the best players in the game. Center field, Church on his way over, and that'll do it. Pirates leave 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Leading off, Masataka Yoshida.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Fought off foul. Hauls it in, 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Check swing, went around. Strike 1. Herrera launched a homer in his most recent game. And that one pulled foul. Here's the 0-2. Hard hit left side. Fires to first in time.
Batting 7, the center fielder, number 27, Nathan Church.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Nathan Church. 2 for 6 so far in the series.
Let's go, Cardinals.
Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Come on, Nathan.
And that one hammered out of here. A solo shot. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
Mason Wynn, the next to hit. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Two down, nobody on. Wynn wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now. The 1-1.
That's ball two.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
In the air to left center. Merrill coming on. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One for the Cardinals on the solo home run. We head on down to the top of the third. You're watching Pirates baseball on the show Pittsburgh. New inning getting started. Here comes Aaron Judge.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Here's your 1. And there's a foul ball. Bounced out to short. Win. Slings to first in time. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cal Raleigh. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 0-2. What a stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
The batter, number 6. Shortstop.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. He's in the top 10 for most stolen bases in baseball right now, Singy. You can't ignore him when he gets on base. That clips the corner. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh as the lead remains 3-1. Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. Right through there for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Right side, hard hit. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. J.J. Weatherholt digs in now. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And the 0-1. That's a little bit low.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 2-2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one's carrying. Going. Gone. And they cut into the deficit.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
One down. Jordan Walker will hit next.
Come on, Jordan.
He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That one ripped right center field, and that should be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. The relay, safe, he beats it.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now it's the DH, Alec Burleson. Doubled his first time. That misses, and it's 1-0. Catcher challenge, will take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges.
Let's go, Alec.
Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. One away with a runner at third here in the third and final game of the series. Late swing, foul to the left. Breaking ball misses down and away. Just off the outside edge. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's Pete Alonso.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Alonso.
Oh, look at the stop. The feed for 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. Cards claw back a bit on the homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
1-1 now.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Out towards right center field. Church under it. And there's one away.
The batter, number 10. Second baseman,
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Fly to center his first time. Up the middle. Throw to first in time.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Into center. And it drops in. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. So impressive that he was able to fight off that fastball up and in like that. I mean, he really let it get deep on him as well. That's great bat control.
So runner at second, 2 down. Kazuma Okamoto, the next Pirate to hit. Down and away for ball 1. There's the strike at the knees.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And now 2-1. Challenge from behind the dish here. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they're now out of challenges.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Yoshida should have this one. And that is that. A double in the inning, but they leave him. Bottom 4, and stepping in for the Cardinals.
The left fielder, number 34, Masataka Yoshida.
That's a hit. And aboard on the leadoff single. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Digging in, Ivan Herrera. This one in the air, right field. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder, number 27.
1 out man at first. Nathan Church next up for the Cardinals.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
In the dirt. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. The 1-0. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 2. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Cepeda at second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Up
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the balls. He tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Tying run is at first. We're here at the bottom of the 4th.
Nope, that's a ball.
In the air, right field. And that's the inning. The Cards leave 1. They're down 3-2. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. George Soriano. He's been so good against lefties. So the Pirates' batting order turns over. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
He's been hotter than a car seat in July in Phoenix, but today he's got the AC on blast, Boog. We're not seeing the same mojo in the box, but just takes one swing to get back on track.
And there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now. 1 for 2.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Ball 1 there.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Not close with that one. Full count now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a payoff pitch. Man, that got him square in the mask. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. It's Aaron Judge now.
The left fielder, number 99.
Outside low, ball 1. He's been one of the best players in the league at driving in runs, Singy. His RBI numbers are good enough to be top 5 in all of baseball. There's a swing and a drive. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Justin Brule gets the ball now.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Stepping in, Cal Raleigh. Hit hard on the ground to short. And that's terrific work out of the bullpen. 1 pitch to end the frame. So 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they're up 3-2. Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. Just missed. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gyms before the game is over.
Weatherholt in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The Cardinals down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Fly ball down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. That's ripped. Base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball, and let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Quick toss to first, and he's back in on a dive. Next to hit, Jordan Walker. Curveball over for a called strike. Runner takes off. Ball outside. Oh, he can't hang on to the throw. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they come away without an out.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier, now he swipes second, showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
Weatherholt, the runner at second with one away.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And there's the ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And it's second. Next pitch in for a strike. And now 3-2.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
That's a base hit. Here comes the runner. He'll score and then tie. It's an RBI single. It's 3-3.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Next is the designated. Manager out of the dugout now. Number 70 into the game.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. On the ground, right side. Marte throws to first in time. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman, number 21.
Go ahead run on base. Pete Alonso next up for the Cardinals. This guy with light tower power.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Check on the runner.
Polar Bear. Ball inside.
Out to short. Slings to first, and that will end the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. We're tied now with 3 apiece. It's an NL Central showdown right here on MLB The Show. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Ryan Fernandez.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. That one fouled hard the other way. Big swing and a miss. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Ryan Stanek, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Romero also throwing.
Outside, that's a ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Here's a big power threat. Munetaka Murakami. He's been a great free agent sign. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Left field. Dives and makes the catch. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back here at Busch Stadium, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Masataka Yoshida.
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
The lefty to 1-0. And that one fouled off. There's a strike. That's to third. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Cardinals, the catcher,
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, and you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
0-1. That one fouled off. All tied up here in the bottom of the sixth. Ripped to short. Slings to first in time.
up next for the Cardinals, the center fielder, number 27, Nathan.
At the plate, Nathan Church. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground to the left. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Go ahead run on base. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. In the dirt.
Get it in gear.
And the 1-0.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That one way inside. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. A 2-run homer. His 4th home run of the season. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 5-3.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Here's Nolan Gorman. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. Relay throw to second, but he's in there easily.
He was all over that one. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Here's the second baseman, J.J. Weatherholt. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Jimmy Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Just missed. Garcia, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. And on second, 2 down. Inside, backs him off again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Right fielder, number 18.
So as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Walker in the box now, takes strike one.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. Out to short. They take the force out, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. It's now 5-3.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Cardinals,
We're in the 7th. We have a new
number
pitcher on the
59,
mound, JoJo Romero.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Leading off, Jackson Merrill. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Okamoto stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And a strike in there. Right back to him on the mound. Fires to first in time.
Up next in Pittsburgh, the designated hitter, Shohei.
So back to the top of the order. Here's Ohtani.
It's getting late, Boog. He's not really going to go over, is he? Every time we talk someone up, it's like the baseball gods tune in and laugh.
That one misses. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Tucker hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Payoff pitch. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, that'll bring the tying run to the plate, so all eyes on the man coming to the dish right now.
Kyle Tucker getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Tap foul to plate. Tying run at the plate. Shohei on the go. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Got him. And that will end the inning. Pirates lead one. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The designated hitter, Allen Burleson.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. And now the 0-1. Foul ball. And down on strikes. And one away.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Alonso in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And the 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Another 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. This one in the air, center field. Merrill settles under this one, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder.
So digging in, Masataka Yoshida.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And a 1-1. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
Up next for the Cardinals, the catcher,
Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 in this one. Yoshida off of first with 2 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two now. Hammer, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now the center fielder, Nathan Church. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off on the right foot.
In the dirt. Two on, two outs. That one almost got him.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
On the ground. And foul ball. Nice grab. Throw to second. And that's a nice play to end the inning. So the Cards strand a couple. And it remains 5-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Ryan Stanek.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Stanek in his 9th season. 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2013. Judge comes up empty there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The 2-1. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Just off the inside edge.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
On the ground to third. Toss to Alonso. Important first out to begin the eighth. Up next for the Pirates, Cal Raleigh. The Pirates down by a pair. Fouled off left side. Next pitch is outside. Late with the swing there.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
This one in the air. Gorman. And there's two away. Now, Jeremy Pena. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. And a rope into center field, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Munetaka Murakami. Foul ball there. The tying run at the plate. Way high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Pena leads off first with two down to the inning. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ketel Marte. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout. Top of the zone for a called strike. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. So the tying run at second. That's down and in. In the air, left field. And that will drop foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Up the middle. Toss to Alonso. And that will end the inning. But the Pirates strike on this run-scoring double. It's down to 1 at 5-4. Back here in St. Louis, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they... Spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Kenley Jansen will take over here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The shortstop takes the ball. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Fires in time.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Nolan Gorman, the next to hit. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the second baseman, J.J. Weatherholt.
Back to the top of the order now. J.J. Weatherholt next up for the Cardinals. He's already homered in this game. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1.
That's off the plate. Ball 2.
High fly ball, right field. Tucker under it. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing across here this half. 9th inning coming up. The Redbirds have the advantage. 5. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Riley O'Brien. He comes in with a chance for his 2nd save of the season. Well, 1-run game. Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit. Just missed. Swing and a foul out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. That one missed.
Let's go, Riley.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 2-2 now. And the slider just misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
That's smacked on a line to center. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. One away.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
And now Kazuma Okamoto. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pirates going with a pinch runner, number 79, opting for a faster runner as they try to tie this thing up. And here's the slugger who starts at DH, Shohei Ohtani. Ball one there.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The 1-0. And that one fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
The Buccos with the tying run on at first here at the top of the ninth. Missed inside with the curve. Not even close there. They're now 3-1. Kyle Tucker would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity.
Here we go, Riley.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And the Pirates with only one out left.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So they're down to their final out. Up next for the Pirates, Kyle Tucker.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Let's go, Riley. Here we go, Riley. That's ball two.
And he chases that one below the zone. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. They're down to their final strike. The next pitch misses, and it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.